Hello guys, and welcome to another video from Time of Business. Today we'll be discussing 6 SEO tips that you should take into consideration. Etsy has made a blog post about shop improvement and SEO, so search engine optimization, and we will be trying to explain what they are trying to tell you. Now, if you're new to the channel, Time of Business is the perfect place to grow your online business. Whether you have an Etsy store, a Shopify store, a YouTube channel, a blog, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we'll be discussing all of those. Also, make sure to check out our website, timeofbusiness.com, where you'll find plenty of useful information to grow your Etsy store. First, we need to discuss what is SEO, so search engine optimization. SEO is the art and science of getting pages ranked higher in search engines, so in search engines like Google. In your case, you need to rank your products higher. And you have to consider that Etsy is a search engine for products. So just as you can find basically anything on Google, Etsy at this point has grown into a large marketplace where millions of people every year come in order to search for various products. The first thing Etsy talk about in their blog post is to have a great product. So what they say is that offering something unique, interesting, and desirable is the first step in drawing in shoppers. So what we have said before in previous videos and also in our blog posts is that before you start selling on Etsy, you have to decide what you are going to sell. Make sure that your products can stand out, that they have good photography, that they have good quality, what is unique about your products. So make sure that your product will stand out in the search engines. You want to make sure that your product is desirable and that people search for it on Etsy. The second thing that Etsy suggests is to pick the right keywords. So select the right keywords for your item. What we usually see in many stores that we optimize is that people try to use very broad and high volume search keywords such as gifts for women, gifts for men, jewelry, gold jewelry. These keywords are very broad and will describe millions of products. You have to think about what is special, unique about your product. Does it have a certain color? Does it have a certain material? Is it handmade? Is it vintage? Is it from a certain place? For example, in Italy, there is a special glass that is called the Murano glass, and that is only produced there in Italy. So if you can track your product to a certain place or to a certain technique, that is something that you want to include in your keywords. The third thing that Etsy suggests is your Etsy shop title. Now, a lot of people tend to forget about this or to misuse this small part of your Etsy store, and what they say is that your shop title is a bit of text that appears under your shop name of your shop homepage. It can be up to 55 characters, and this is the most important part of what they say. This is the text a person sees in the search engine that links to your store. So you have to use those 55 characters to tell the customer what your store is about. So for example, let's say we sell vintage watches. In those 55 characters, we will try to explain what we sell. Our store sells vintage watches for men and women. We have a large collection of vintage watches. We have thousands of vintage watches for sale. So within these 55 characters, I was able to tell my potential customer what I actually sell. So you have to use those 55 characters as smart as you can. Before we move to the next 3 SEO tips, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more similar videos. And if you found something useful, maybe you have a question, maybe you have a suggestion for a future video, please make sure to leave a comment as we'll read them and take them into consideration. Moving on to the 4th Etsy SEO tip, your shop sections. Some of you might already use them, but for some of you, that might be something new. So you can actually make some collections of products. Let's say, for example, I sell a lot of jewelry, so I can include necklaces and pendants, rings, earrings, wedding jewelry, vintage jewelry, handmade jewelry. So you get the chance to tell your customer more about your store. And if I want to search for something specific, maybe for a certain type of product, maybe for a certain occasion, I can go within your store section. Now, a very interesting thing that you might not know is that you can also optimize those sections. So Etsy also tells us that you can briefly describe the kind of items in each specific section. So you can use this category style, and that will actually help shoppers navigate within your shop, but also can help shoppers to find you in search engine. That is something that I'm pretty sure many of you missed. So make sure to include keywords, so specific keywords for that section. The fifth SEO tip for Etsy that we have, and that Etsy also suggests, and most likely most of you have already used it, is your listing page. So that is actually your title and your product description. Now you have to be very careful because Etsy puts out for the search engines like Google only the first 66 characters of your title and the first 160 characters of your product descriptions. So Etsy allows you 140 characters in your title, but make sure to include what is most important and that best describes your product in the first 66, and then use other keywords targeted at Etsy. And in your product description, make a first paragraph of maximum 160 characters where you include everything that your potential customer needs to know in order to click on your item. After that, you can include sizes, other information, materials, your location, shipping, and so on. But make sure to be very careful on how you use those first keywords. So those first words within your title and within your product description. The sixth and last SEO tip on our list is inbound links. Now, everybody loves links from within other pages, so from other websites or other social media platforms that go directly to your product. Etsy loves that, Google loves that, so any search engine loves that. Make sure not to make spam links, but to actually place links with your products within certain forums, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, so that they all go to your product, to your sections, to your store. This way, Etsy and Google will know this is a very important product, this is a very important store, and that will actually boost your rankings within Etsy and within Google, and that will eventually lead to sales. So that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something useful. Also, make sure to go to timeofbusiness.com, check out our blog posts, and take this journey with us, because you will be able to grow your online business and get those sales on ads. Once again, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and until next time, do not forget, guys, there was never a better time.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our